Oh man, 12 months on YouTube already, huh? That's wild. It feels like I just got started. I mean, I guess I kind of did. 12 months really isn't that much in the grand scheme of things. I do still consider myself to be very much a beginner. But just, wow.
Wow.
During that time, I posted one video a week, so 52 videos. And I've put hundreds of hours into editing and scripting and filming my videos, and I've amassed thousands of views. Now, thousands may not sound like a lot for some people, but honestly, I call it a win for myself. Regardless of what my stats look like, though, dedicating that much time into one particular thing for a whole year can teach you a thing or two about it. And I know that some of you are interested in starting YouTube channels as well. So today I wanted to share 6 lessons that I've learned during 12 months on YouTube. I think you'll find something useful in these. Okay, lesson number 1, nobody gives a shit. Now, I don't say that to like sound mean or condescending in any way, but I just know that a lot of people's holdup for starting a channel is the fear of judgment. You know, the fear that people that they know are gonna find their channel and make fun of them or laugh at them because of what they're doing. But the truth is that nobody really gives a shit, like at all. Like nobody's paying attention to what you're doing. Nobody cares what you're doing. You're all familiar with the spotlight effect at this point. You know, we perceive that people are paying more attention to us than they really are. And that holds true for things like YouTube or any other social media for that matter. Like people just don't care what you're doing. In fact, the people that I know that have found my channel, they've all been super supportive. They're like, hell yeah, man, keep it going. You know, this is awesome what you're doing. We really encourage it. Like you just never know what's gonna happen. So I worry about it. And even if the people that you know do hate, like who are they? What effect do they have on your life? Like it doesn't even matter. So if you want to do it, just do it because nobody gives a shit. Lesson number 2, this shit is hard. It's easy to get caught up in this idea that being a YouTuber or being a content creator isn't work, you know? And maybe it's not once you get to the point where you can pay everybody to do things for you, but in the beginning, it's difficult to explain how much time and effort goes into doing all of this. And especially in the beginning, everything takes so much freaking time. Every time you record, every time you edit, every time you upload, you just don't know what you're doing yet, so everything feels like it's moving at a snail pace. Like it's all new to you, so it takes time to not just learn, but get comfortable with it and get good at it. Like no joke, when I first started doing this, it was easily taking me like 10 hours to just edit my video. You know, and I'm not even talking about scripting or the filming part or even getting everything set up. Like just the editing part alone was taking hours. And I wasn't even good at it. Like the edits were horrible, honestly. But it's hard, it takes time, it takes effort. So if you want to start a YouTube channel, just know that this shit is hard. Lesson number 3, nobody will watch your videos at first. Listen, the truth is that when you first start your channel, nobody's gonna watch your videos because you're new to the platform, you're new to the algorithm, you're not being shared with the viewers. So unless you're like the 1 in a million person that blows up off their first video, or if you have experience with this already, nobody's gonna watch your videos. And frankly, it's because your videos are kind of gonna suck. People won't be interested because your videos won't be good and because they just don't know who you are. You're nobody to them, which makes it all the more difficult to keep doing this because, you know, like I said, this shit is hard. It takes time and effort. I compare it kind of to like when parents make dinner and then their kids are like, oh, I just want to have dessert. Like, wouldn't that piss you off? Welcome to YouTube. But all jokes aside, though, as long as your videos keep getting better, things will start to take off slowly and they start racking up more views. But it just takes time. Like nobody's gonna watch your videos in the beginning, so keep that in mind. Number 4, you will struggle with the creator paradox. Now the creator paradox is something that I coined. I've never seen this anywhere else. So you heard it here first from me. But what I mean by this is that I feel like in a way, every creator out there has delusions of grandeur, right? Like if you create vlogs, you feel like your life is interesting enough or calming enough or just worthy of watching. You know, it's worthy of sharing with other people so that they'll sit down and watch your vlogs. If you make educational content like me, you feel like you have some knowledge that's worth sharing with others that people may benefit from. And if you make videos purely for entertainment purposes and you feel like you're funny enough or entertaining enough to have people sit down and watch your videos. My point is you believe this thing about yourself that makes you think that whatever you're putting out there is worth sharing and worth watching. And I'm not saying it's not, but I'm saying in the beginning you have no proof, so it starts with this delusion. But even with that said, even if you think that what you're making is really worth watching, you're still gonna deal with self-doubt and imposter syndrome and feeling like your videos suck or like you don't belong. You'll see creators that are already bigger than you or that are growing faster than you, and it's difficult to keep going and you feel like, man, why am I even doing this? But you have to keep pushing through. I actually have a whole video on imposter syndrome and how to deal with it a little better, so I'll link it up here if anybody's interested in watching it. Anyway, this paradox is just kind of funny because like you feel like what you have is worth sharing, but you also feel like it isn't. But let me be the one to tell you that if you feel like you need to share it, you need to share it. So ignore all those self-doubts. Okay, lesson 5, you must learn to enjoy the process. I've already talked about how hard this is, so it kind of goes without saying that not every part of the process is fun. You know, like sometimes, as much as I enjoy editing, sometimes it pisses me off. Like I don't even want to do it, it stresses me out. I'm like, why am I even doing this? The point is, it's not all just fun and games. Plus, it's gonna take time, years, months if you're lucky. There's this idea known as Hofstadter's law that says anything you want will always take longer than you expect, even when you account for Hofstadter's law. So if you really want to do this, and it's really going to take that long, then you just have to enjoy the process. You have to embrace it all as it comes. I mean, take me for example. I've been doing this for over a year now, and my videos are still averaging about 200 views, maybe not even. But I really enjoy doing this, and my most viewed video is over like 2,000 views at this point, which may not sound like a lot, but if you think about it in terms of like a room full of people, let's say if I was on stage at a TED Talk and had that many people listening to me speak, that still blows my mind. By the way, I have some ideas to level up my videos and the channel in the new year, because the goal is always progress, never perfection. So please stick with me because I have some good things coming. Anyway, if YouTube is something that you're serious about and you want to be able to stick with it for the long term, then you have to learn to enjoy the process. All of it. The lack of growth, the learning curve, the imposter syndrome. You have to embrace every part that comes with it if it's something that you really want to do. And lesson number 6, you will grow as a person. YouTube is crazy because there are so many different parts to it. So if you do it seriously, you're going to learn a ton of new skills. Videography, audio and sound design, editing, writing, even if your videos are scripted. Now that's all real world external growth, but trust me when I tell you that you're also going to grow intrinsically. Doing this will help you increase your resilience. It'll give you thicker skin because, I mean, truthfully, you're going to stop giving a f what people think. By doing this, you're putting yourself out into the world in a way that few people rarely do. And people will hate. I mean, I've gotten some crazy comments saying all kinds of vile shit about my videos. And people will be quick to point out everything that's wrong with your videos. And even if they have good intentions, you're like, damn, are my videos really that bad? Listen, all I'm saying is that if you want to become a better version of yourself, if you want to become more confident, if you want to stop giving a fuck what people think, then start posting videos on YouTube or just start posting content on social media. Seriously. So there you have it, 6 lessons in 12 months. My goal is to always give you some, in-depth, valuable lessons that I've picked up on that I think are actually worth sharing and worth implementing. So hopefully you found that useful, and hopefully I'll see one of your videos in my recommended feed sometime soon. But with that, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.